I've always really liked Andy Lau's quote, "Finding the extraordinary in the ordinary." To me, it means that being extraordinary isn't something out of reach. Everyone has something special of their own. And I think the real point of this quote is in the second part, staying persistent in everyday things. When you look back later, a lot of moments are actually just one small step away from success. The Mate 80 RS I'm talking about today is Huawei's third generation extraordinary master. At this point, this series has become the absolute peak of Huawei's flagship lineup. I still remember a time when Huawei needed outside help to boost its brand image. But now, Huawei has the extraordinary master series, and it also has a clearly defined high-end segment of its own. I know many of you are interested in the entire Mate 80 lineup, not just one model. A lot of people are especially curious about the Mate 80 Pro Max, which we can talk about in a future video. But today, we're focusing on the Huawei Mate 80 RS, and according to tradition, you already know what's coming next. I also need to remind it who's really in charge. So today, let's get straight to the key points and see what the Mate 80 RS Extraordinary Master experience is all about. A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Mickey from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. One thing we all know about the Mate series is how important symmetry is. On the back of the Mate 80 RS Extraordinary Master, you'll notice the raised details and tapered lines, which follow the design language of previous generations. The camera module still uses the octagonal star diamond shape. Not only are the lenses arranged symmetrically, but there's also a symmetrical infrared sensor positioned opposite the red accent. There's also a small detail worth mentioning. Just below the flash, there's a tiny groove that you might not notice at first. This is actually a noise-canceling microphone. Unlike earlier models, the Mate 80 RS Extraordinary Master uses a brand new 5D Kunlun glass back. Honestly, the first time I saw it, I really thought it was ceramic. You should check it out in person if you get the chance. All I can say is that this glass looks incredibly close to ceramic. Maybe we should even call it ceramic glass. The unit I have here is the new gold color, and I think it looks very elegant. It's not as bright as the purple on the Mate 50 RS, and it's also different from the darker purple we've seen on iPhones. Compared to the Mate 50 RS, the Mate 80 RS feels much more restrained. Huawei has done a great job balancing brightness and saturation here. On a scale of 1 to 5, what would you give this color? If you've been paying attention to Huawei products this year, you'll notice purple showing up everywhere, from cars and phones to watches. That's because purple has long symbolized nobility in ancient culture. During the spring and autumn period, even the state of Qi wore purple garments. Huawei naturally weaves this cultural heritage into the extraordinary identity of the Mate 80 series. Across the entire Mate 80 lineup, Huawei has gone with a straight-edge frame design, but they've added chamfers along the edges. This creates a very smooth transition into the back cover. The texture hasn't been sacrificed at all. The high-gloss finish feels extremely smooth and pure, reflecting light almost like a mirror. I really recommend going to a store to feel it yourself. It truly feels premium. The downside is that it's quite slippery and tends to pick up fingerprints easily. Thankfully, the Mate 80 RS comes with a matching case that complements the phone's design. Since the Mate 40 RS, Huawei's design language has been quietly refined, and it's become something of a timeless classic. Of course, there's also a very familiar feeling when you pick it up: its weight. With a screen protector applied, the phone weighs around 250 grams. And because the Mate series has been fairly wide in recent years, I personally prefer holding it like this. To sum it up, compared to the previous generation, the Mate 80 RS brings new color options, a flat frame, and high-strength glass instead of ceramic. What hasn't changed is its unmatched texture and strong visual recognition in the flagship phone market. If you look closely, you'll notice very subtle 2.5D curvature along the edges of the Mate 80 RS. Setting aside the metal frame, the screen bezels are quite narrow and the four corners feel very smooth. The display continues with the familiar dual-layer OLED structure, but it also sees major upgrades, including support for the full BT 2020 color gamut. Huawei calls this panel the ultra-wide color gamut exquisite screen. We've talked about the BT to 2020 standard over the past couple of years, but this year, manufacturers are finally taking it seriously and implementing it properly. Simply put, compared to P3, BT 2020 covers a much wider range of colors, which becomes especially obvious when watching HDR content. There are even certain photos that only BT 2020 capable phones can fully display. I'll leave those images in the video comments so you can check them out. You can also compare your Mate 80 RS with your friends' phones, especially iPhones. If you don't see the difference clearly in our video, I strongly suggest checking it out in person. From my own experience, Huawei's display looks brighter and more vibrant, but not in an oversaturated way like before. The colors feel natural and accurate. Even when looking at simple primary color comparisons, the results are impressive. And when it comes to HDR video, the conclusion stays the same. Huawei's display doesn't have that plasticky look. Of course, using a wide color gamut also requires proper color management, which has always been a big challenge for Android. But with HarmonyOS, Huawei can handle this more easily by optimizing everything from the system level. Today, the Mate 80 RS Ultimate Edition fully supports PD 2020 color management across the board, from shooting photos to viewing them in the gallery, and even when using third-party apps. That's honestly pretty impressive. Let's keep the camera part concise. The Mate 80 RS uses essentially the same imaging system as the Mate 80 Pro Max, with all 4 cameras using RGB sensors. With the second generation of HarmonyOS, Huawei clearly has more experience when it comes to color tuning. In complicated lighting situations, the Mate 80 RS can accurately reproduce a wide range of colors, without images looking dull or overly saturated. In scenes with warm tones, mixed lighting, or strong red and green contrasts, where many phones struggle, Huawei handles it well. If you're shooting something like a red neon sign, Huawei won't turn it into a dark or muddy red. Instead, you get a clean, standard bright red. This time, Huawei also uses a dual periscope setup, and the 4x zoom supports macro photography. You don't really need to think about it. When you move closer to the subject, the Mate 80 RS will automatically prompt you with the zoom ring. We've said this many times before. Among domestic brands, Huawei stands out when it comes to telephoto macro. It can focus as close as 4 centimeters. Only with Huawei can you clearly capture that small Easter egg on the Mate 80 Pro Max. If you compare Huawei's 4x zoom to a competitor's 3x zoom, Huawei is clearly better. But when you compare it to a competitor's 5x zoom, things become a bit more nuanced. In night scenes, the two phones perform very similarly. During the day, Huawei's AI enhances certain textures. When you push the zoom to 10x, Huawei's accuracy is quite high and the image looks noticeably sharper. The main camera is 50 megapixels. While many brands are now focusing on variable aperture systems, Huawei continues to stick with its own approach. In regular night scenes, Huawei delivers brighter shadow areas and strong highlight control. In extreme low light conditions, it can activate up to 6 seconds of night scene enhancement, and the improvement in image quality is immediately obvious. In daylight shots, the main difference between the two phones comes down to cropping. Huawei offers higher resolution but also applies slightly more sharpening. The 13mm ultra-wide-angle lens on Huawei is especially wide this year, which is great for travel. A wider ultra-wide lens simply captures more of the scene. For landscapes, this 13mm lens looks more expansive and dramatic than many 15mm or 60mm lenses we've seen this year. When compared with two phones from a competing brand, not only are the focal lengths the same, but overall sharpness is also very close. Huawei still comes out ahead in terms of contrast. As for new features, we've already seen different color card options on the Pro 80, and now you can shoot first and decide later during editing. If you're not happy with a photo, you can adjust it at any time because all the original data is still retained. This makes the whole experience much more user-friendly. On the video side, there's nothing to hide. After using it, I can confidently say that Huawei's video recording has improved a lot. First of all, exposure metering is extremely smooth. Whether you're moving from bright light to backlight, brightness transitions happen instantly with no lag. The preview window is also much better than before. When it comes to telephoto video recording, Huawei is clearly stronger and the colors look excellent. Even in complex nighttime lighting, Huawei can reproduce the scene very accurately. If you compare the live preview, the difference between Huawei and iPhone might actually be even more noticeable. Moving on to performance, due to time constraints, I only ran a brief benchmark test. Huawei finally supports 120 frames per second, and the 802S maintained a full frame rate throughout the entire test with no drops. This is another area where Huawei has made significant progress. Now let's look at temperature during everyday use. I tested 4K 60 FPS video recording, browsing Weibo, and 30 minutes each of WeChat video calls and animations. Compared to competitors, Huawei performs better during video recording and animations. In video recording specifically, the temperature was 3 degrees lower. Only during information feed browsing was Huawei 1 degree higher. This phone runs HarmonyOS 6, and the Mate 80 RS comes standard with 20 gigabytes of RAM. Yes, you heard that right, 20 gigabyte. With memory prices rising so much recently, I was genuinely surprised to see this. Friends, feel free to share how much you paid for your memory before and what the prices look like now. With this much RAM and the new HarmonyOS, the Mate 80 RS should be extremely smooth. So we tested it by opening 30 apps in a split 2-column layout. Huawei completed this in 1 minute and 50 seconds. Very few phones can achieve a result like that. I can only say that's impressive. We did include NetEase Cloud Music, which uses a different network, so if all the apps were native, the time might be even shorter. That said, Huawei still closed 4 apps in the background, which shows there's still room to improve before reaching absolute top-tier multitasking. The Mate 80 series also introduces an outdoor exploration mode, which is perfect for hikers, campers, and outdoor enthusiasts. Once activated, the phone automatically switches to dark mode to help save power. It includes commonly used outdoor tools like a compass and navigation apps, and the route planning is extremely detailed, offering a more premium, customized experience. Huawei has even built in an outdoor knowledge guide that teaches practical skills like setting up a campsite, making a fire, and finding water. When traveling with friends, you can use Starlink to share your location and even make calls directly. The phone can also record your entire route in detail, greatly reducing the risk of getting lost. Finally, a few safety tips. Always let someone know your route in advance, bring enough warm clothing, and if you get lost, try to retrace your steps. If the worst happens and you can't find your way back, Huawei also includes a Morse code flashlight with light patterns and an alarm sound, making it much easier for rescue teams to locate you. Next up, let's talk about AI. The current AI assistant has become noticeably smarter. With just a single sentence, you can ask it to reorder your last pack of instant noodles, and all you need to do afterward is confirm the payment. If it can't complete a task on its own, you can teach it step by step. For example, before I go on business trips, my phone automatically downloads videos for me. Do you remember Huawei's remote boat control feature? Now, the assistant can not only share news and trending content, but it can also grab red envelopes as long as you're using Huawei Wallet. If it eventually adapts to third-party modification tools, it could easily attract even more users. By the time the year-end party comes around, I'll definitely need to reward the team properly. If HarmonyOS 5.0 was already usable, then the current HarmonyOS 6 ecosystem feels genuinely friendly and refined. Huawei's strength in ecosystem integration is obvious to anyone who uses it. Some features are so convenient that once you get used to them, it's hard to go back to anything else. Native app compatibility has also reached a very mature level, covering most commonly used apps and an increasing number of popular games. For more niche software, you can usually find what you need through the system search, which helps fill in any gaps. During this entire period of using it as my main phone, I've encountered almost no issues at all. Signal performance remains one of Huawei's signature strengths. Even on days when reception is particularly poor, the Mate 80 RS performs better than the iPhone in both speed test success rates and real-world speeds. By the way, this generation of the Extraordinary Master supports dual physical SIM cards along with dual eSIMs, enabling 4-card dual standby. You don't even need to insert a physical SIM to activate it, and global roaming is seamlessly built in. For business users, this is extremely convenient. The Mate 80 RS comes with a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, which might not sound huge on paper, but the actual battery life is surprisingly solid. In our tests, it ended with 63% remaining. Charging supports 100-watt wired and 80 watts wireless, reaching a full charge in about 50 minutes. I also want to highlight Huawei's new charger. It's very compact and lets you choose 2 out of 3 ports, either USB-C or USB-A. Of course, this charger is exclusive to the Extraordinary Master Edition. The Mate 80 RS speakers are another strong point. They use low-frequency dual-band simulated stereo units with sound vents placed along the sides. In the settings, you can choose between 3 different sound modes. My personal favorite is Supreme Sound, which delivers deep, immersive bass. The downside is clearly stated: it consumes the most power. If that's not your thing, you can switch to Quiet Sound mode, which significantly reduces vibration. As for features like IP68 and IP69 water and dust resistance, these are standard for high-end flagships, so there's no need to go into detail. The base price of the Mate 80 RS Ultimate Edition in China starts at 11,999 yuan for the 20 gigabyte RAM and 512 gigabyte storage version, which roughly translates to around 1,275 pounds in the UK, or about $1,700 US dollars. Overall, when it comes to hardware and external configuration, the Mate 80 RS Ultimate Edition is extremely well-rounded, with no obvious weaknesses. Combined with the more polished HarmonyOS 6, my overall experience can be summed up in 2 words: genuinely delightful. This year, smartphone prices have generally gone up, but the Mate 80 series chose a different path, adding more features while lowering the price. Because of that, this is arguably the most attractive Mate series we've seen in recent generations. As for the Mate 80 RS Extraordinary Master specifically, if your work truly requires a phone like this, then just go for it. These users are essentially walking advertisements. Huawei's high-end image is already deeply rooted in people's minds, and the Mate 80 RS Extraordinary Master pushes that premium exploration even further. It doesn't just offer top-tier specifications and a unique design. Huawei's HarmonyOS system and ecosystem are also evolving at a rapid pace. Even in an increasingly competitive smartphone market, Huawei remains calm and confident, taking one thing and pushing it to the extreme. That's art. If we trace this journey back to the Mate 9 Porsche design, Huawei has spent 9 years carefully building its high-end brand image, step by step. Success never happens overnight. True masters always keep the mindset of a learner, just as Andy Lau said at the press conference. The goal is to turn challenges into meaningful opportunities. In today's environment, everyone is facing pressure and everyone is going through tough times. The real question is whether you can create something truly unique and exceptional within the ordinary routines of daily life. The Mate 80 RS Extraordinary Master is another step in Huawei's exploration of the high-end market, building on the foundation laid by the Mate 70 RS Extraordinary Master. Going forward, the Extraordinary Master brand will continue to pursue more extreme designs, more advanced technology, and more groundbreaking innovation, with the goal of pushing smartphones to an entirely new level. True strength isn't about defeating others, it's about surpassing who you were yesterday. I hope everyone dares to be extraordinary. Let's encourage each other. Want this tightened up for faster pacing, a stronger closing hook, or adapted for shorts or voiceover timing? I can fine-tune it while keeping all the content exactly the same.